Quite frankly, the quickest way to death. Say, these almost give me the ick, these do. And this might be controversial.
Oh.
I know a lot of people also think these things are scams.
I've been in your waters. Looking for shadow. I've never been so close before. It's one way or the other.
Over the last few years, we have seen an absolute explosion online of these raffle companies. I am here today at Click Competitions, one that made it through. So many of these startup don't manage to sell enough tickets for their first car and close down. But as you can see, Click have now got an amazing unit, and I know the owner of this place. So I'm gonna dig deep and investigate today. I'm not really, I'm just gonna wander around and like nerd out on some of the cars, but we're here today in Norfolk to have a look around the amazing cars they've got here that you won't have seen online yet. Plus, we had to film the Civic again because the camera failed. I've got CJ here. He's the man.
Yeah.
He's going to show me around. I can't wait to show you some of the cars here, and I am going to sit in all of them like a child. I'm just going to pre-warn you.
Let's go.
Inside of Click HQ right now. You've got to watch this company grow from zero. I actually had a phone call with CJ when he told me his plans. It's amazing to see this go from, I think he started this out of his son's bedroom, seeing it grow from nothing to what it is now, supercar heaven. I think it's one of those things where I get to kind of nerd out today, little look around, bright yellow Lamborghini. This is amazing. I've been having a little sniff around that. That is amazing. But not only do they do cars here, they also do motorbikes. We've got a lot to show you, but this isn't an advertisement. This is just pure nerd out today at some cool cars while I'm up here. I thought it's a bit of video we can do. Have a little look around some badass cars, man. I swear, in here there's some insane stuff. But instead of a car, let's start on this. If you want to see me ride some motorbikes, by the way, that is all going to be starting very soon. Once I'm back from China, it's going to be misery, wet, raining, but it'll be fun anyway. This is a ZX-10R, 2016, I believe. Absolutely beautiful condition. I'm going to show you one of the maddest bikes in the world in a moment. It's just very cool to be able to see all of this stuff here. It's like the dealership of my dreams, really. And I'm actually going to be giving away a 621 t-shirt in this video from 621.com. So leave a comment down below throughout the video of your favorite cars that you see, and I'll be posting you one free of charge. This is your baby, right? This is something that you've been working on. When did you start this?
So Click Competitions started, back in like June 2020. So literally smack bang middle of COVID.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I think that helped kind of give us a good head start. I think whilst COVID was obviously terrible for so many people, for us, when you think about this industry and what we do, at the time when we launched, there was no horse racing, there was no football on, casinos were closed, betting shops were closed. So if you liked to have a bit of a flutter, potentially be able to win something huge, well, our little company was the way to do it. So we started off with a Mark 7 Fiesta ST.
Brilliant. Cool little car as well, though.
Mate, they're great cars. They're great cars.
Yeah.
And, we've just, it's kind of escalated.
Just escalated. Let me walk back. Look at that. There's probably like over £1 million worth of cars
I'd say
in
so.
that frame just there.
Yeah.
But I was telling everybody, because this isn't an advertisement for your company. This is just a friend coming to see another friend. We've known each other a really long time.
Mate, years.
I actually came and saw you early in the lockdowns with my dog.
Yes.
And you told me about this. We're going to go on and all that sort of stuff. So I'm like, it's amazing to see it grow to what it has so quick as well. And like I mentioned in the intro, so many of these companies don't make it past the first car.
No, and
so
do you know what? To be honest, I think even if we was to start today, I think this is an extremely difficult industry. I think there is a perception out there that this is easy.
Yeah.
Right? That it's a get-rich-quick scheme for people with a bit of money. We'll make a raffle site. You cannot just have a good car and it will sell itself. It doesn't exist. The amount of money that has to go on advertisements. We've got a full team here, and by comparison with, say, a lot of our competitors, actually our team is really small. But, we've got a guy full-time looking for cars, guy full-time picking the cars up, prepping them, photographing them, videoing them, obviously all the presentations that have to go on, the cleaning of just the logistics of actually being able to go through 7 cars in, 7 cars out potentially a week. Is massive.
So yeah, I think it's amazing what you've managed to do, man. Like you say, your competitors, blah blah blah. But like, what you've managed to do is build something from literally nothing, and that's why I wanted to come down and just kind of have a look around some of the stock and nerd out, because it's not every day I'm going to get around cars that are just internet cars to me.
Of
Do you know,
course,
do you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, I'm like most, where a yellow Lamborghini would be gnarly, but like, how am I going to afford one? How do you maintain it? How do you live with something like this on a normal life? You know, when it's difficult, right? So it's nice just to get down and have a little sniff around them, because this is a beautiful car. And something that I didn't realise, I'm going to jump in it again. I don't know if you locked it or not. I think I locked it, didn't
I can get the keys for you if not.
Is the black one open? It doesn't matter which one it is.
Yeah, black one's open. So
this is the one I'd have, by the way, the yellow. But
so black one has been won. Chap's actually coming down to get this on Saturday.
If it's been won, I won't sit in it.
Well, so it's
out
all
of
right.
respect for the guy that's just won it. But what I want to show people, can you just hold this door open? So
Yeah,
I
dude.
donk it on another Lambo. Is the screen is so tiny. Now, look at the size of the screen. That's so crazy. What a cool thing. Is the guy taking the car then?
Yes.
He is, yeah? Amazing.
So it's a real kind of 50-50 mix. I think a lot of it comes down to the car, people's circumstances and time of year. I find that, say, over like Christmas, a lot of people will end up kind of going for cash alternatives. But at the end of the day, if you enter for a car competition and you win your dream car, like, you're having it. You'll make it work. So the supercars, I think, again, there's a thought online that no one ever takes them. But, you know, 50% of the supercars we've done have been taken. Which is
I'll tell
probably
you now,
more than
has this one been raffled yet?
No, this one is on at the minute, but this is the only, we've never run this yellow one before.
So I need to just also make aware, even though you're my friend,
Yeah.
I have entered so many of these friggin' raffles and never won anything. I said I finally got a win on his website the other day, and I won 5 free credits on the website on an instant win. So I will be entering for this, just to let you know. And I always enter the raffles that I believe I would keep the car. That I don't use car raffles as a way to try and be like, oh, I'm going to take the alternative.
Yes,
For me, if I'm entering the raffles, and I have entered a lot, I will prove this if I need to. I've entered a lot, and I'm always like, well, I'd want the car at least for a while to experience this, because this might be the only way into supercar ownership for a lot of people.
We've got the 720S. Which
You
is
saw
just-
me go a little bit child when I walked in over this,
Mate,
because
a 720S is special.
these are my favourite supercar ever. I think I don't really, well, not ever. The Diablo is my favourite ever,
Yes,
but
yeah.
This is my favourite modern supercar. And once has this been raffled yet?
We've run this one before, but it's now obviously wrapped in the
I
satin
probably
black,
entered the last time as
You
well,
probably
then.
could have done, yeah. I mean, obviously when the cars are cash altered, we generally do sort of little things to just make them a bit different.
Yeah, I love this because it's got the yellow and black interior. That is like dream spec to me.
It looks so good.
I'd probably de-wrap it if I win it.
That's
just to let
fair
you know.
enough,
But,
it's up to you.
but-
We would even de-wrap it for the winner if they wanted.
Oh, really? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, beautiful machine. Then we've got this absolute gnarly twin turbo.
Yeah.
And this is one of your company vehicles.
Yes,
This is
yeah,
like
so
owned
this-
by Click.
This will definitely be coming up, like eventually. I think we need to get, you know, when we've invested what we've invested in a car like this to be able to get it to like 1,000 wheel horsepower. You know, we do need to use this. Plan is I'd love to take it to Santa Pod. I'd love to set some good times in it. And obviously the whole thing's liveried up in Click, so
Yeah.
we need to get it out there to show people what we can do.
Do you guys ever go to like car shows with a couple of the cars and your booth out? Is that something you guys
So
do? Or?
I've done it for a couple local
Yeah.
shows, but to be honest, like I said earlier in the video, like we are quite a small team, so it's actually really difficult for
Yeah.
me to get out
Yeah.
and away. I'd love to do more of it. Like, to be fair, I actually think that would probably be like the next thing, really.
Yeah,
Like if
get a
I
big
could
Click booth and then
if
head
I
out.
could attend every show,
Yep.
take a little selection of cars, perhaps what is on at the time. We'll see. I mean, I was in talks with Santa Pod about sponsoring one of their lanes,
Oh, okay, cool.
which I thought that would be really cool. I mean, Santa Pod for me, I absolutely love it. Like, I've just got so many good memories there. So to be able to sit in the stands
And see
and
your
see like,
company.
oh, you know, on the loudspeaker or whatever, oh, the Click competitions lane. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's RS6 here.
RS6.
I have to say, like, I know these are really popular, but they've never done it for me. It's a very weird thing, isn't it? 'Cause,
They're a big old barge, aren't they? Like, they are massive.
They're huge.
They are massive. New cars nowadays just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it is, you know, it's a big old heavy car, but truthfully,
I bet they're amazing.
the performance is insane. Like, if you put that Hurricane side by side off a roundabout with this,
I mean, they're beautiful.
it wouldn't pull away from it, you know?
It's just, to me, it's so beautiful, but I don't know. don't know. I don't know what maybe I'm just not an Audi guy. I think that's probably more of the
Maybe.
because like the second BMW released, the M3 estate, I was like, that's the best car in the world. So it's just me being so. So we've got what's this? A Suron. These are like electric push bike, electric motorbike type things.
Just electric e-bike, yeah. So
Husqvarna motocross.
Husqvarna 701,
Now,
Kawasaki H2.
This is something that you need to get a video of me on, CJ. We're swapping. You're holding this.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna get on this bad boy, man, because this is. You have to go watch some videos of moto vloggers or reviewers with these things, man. Do you mind if I get on it? Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, sit on it.
It is a heavy motorbike. That is something I want to tell you straight. We'll get Reese out here in a minute,
Reese.
but he's left the key in it like a moron, so I'm going to... I cannot explain how gnarly this thing is, man. Woo! This is savage. Absolutely incredible, man. That's the 4K. Quite frankly, the quickest way to death. That's kind of how I'd explain this, but what a way to go. Full carbon, fairings, everything is just absolutely amazing. So you've got another McLaren just hiding away up there. These amazing 3-poster ramps. I'd love to see them in action one day with all the cars.
Definitely.
We've had a little look around your beautiful showroom. This is so cool in here, man.
Yeah,
this is dream spec type stuff. It's really fun for me to come down and witness this in person and give me a bit more inspiration for what I've got going on and what I want to do. So it's amazing. But this isn't all you have here. Shall we go for a little wander?
Yeah, let's go.
I did bring the M3 out today just for a... No, I wasn't trying to sell it to you, I promise.
No, she's a gem. I do love it. I would have it.
I was speaking to Reese earlier and he says this is the instant wins area.
Yeah, we've got a few like instant cars, so perhaps some like smaller, lower value stuff, like you can imagine, of course, like the Lamborghinis and that. For insurance purposes, we've got to keep inside, but outside here, like of course, they're still good cars. Like don't get me wrong. You know,
this is a JDM Import Subaru Impreza,
yes.
WRX STI. We've got an R35 GTR. Which you can win on an instant win, and I don't want to keep acting like this is an advert because it isn't. Like you're just my mate, and I'm addicted to these raffle sites. That's something I just need to be completely honest with. They're the only time I ever gamble is with this. So I think the fact that you can just click a button and end up with a GTR on your driveway is pretty gnarly. Like hopefully it'll be me. Like I love the idea of winning a car. I think it'd be so much fun. And they're beautiful as well. Then we go down the line. We've got M5.
Yeah, M5 competition.
Freshly wrapped.
Freshly wrapped, yeah, satin black.
Yeah. We go to the next one. Now, these are something that do interest me.
Yeah.
As a non-Audi guy, this is the Audi that I go, oh, hello.
Mate, they're a very good looking car, the RS3s.
Do you know what it was? It was a Hoonigan, this versus that video, and a guy turned up in a blue one of these, and it just smoked everything. And I was like, oh.
Interested.
Interesting. I like these. I think these are very, very cool. Now, the Essex boy in me is screaming happiness. Focus RS. These must be very popular.
Probably one of the most popular cars we do, truthfully. I think
We've got a Mark 1 here that we'll have a look at in a moment as well. So this is obviously one of the best cars ever made, Vauxhall Nova. My mum had one of these when I was a kid, a dark green one. Not a fast one though, she had the little crappy one, but grew up in one of these bad boys. Now this thing is a little bit special because look how cool it is for one, man. And them huge old Vauxhall wheels and it looks so sick.
yeah, 16-inch cab slabs.
Yeah, so this, under this bonnet, Astra VXR lump under here.
It is.
If you can find the hole.
Hey, there we go.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, she needs a bit of a clean before we run her, but...
So this is almost the equivalent of like a K-swap Civic type thing, but in the Vauxhall world almost.
Yeah,
really.
so this is about 340 brake.
Wow! Okay, I thought that Kawasaki was the quickest way to death, but maybe this might be up there as well.
Yeah,
right?
nah, this is great fun, mate. Great
I
fun.
bet.
Chassis is definitely not made for that much power, but in a straight line, she's good fun.
Awesome, man, awesome. So we're gonna just breeze over maybe one or two of these, because they just don't interest me in the slightest. I have to say, these almost give me the ick, these do.
What, the A35s?
I think they are turd. I think they look great, drive terrible. That's just my opinion. I know you're probably going to try and get rid of it, but
I don't mind them, bro.
I just think they're so slow, man. Like, that's just
Yeah.
my own thing. Then we've got spicy cars again. But then again, maybe this is the BMW man in me.
Bit of
'cause
everything, really. So,
go
I mean...
M4, beautiful, classy car.
Very nice.
Controversial body shape. But we both said something earlier.
Yeah, these
are
M2s growing on me big time.
Massive.
I think these designers, right, when they make these new car shapes, and you always fall in love with the previous generation.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, you end up thinking, oh, do you know what? Actually, that does look nicer. Actually,
I quite like that one, especially in that colour. I think colour is very important on this car, and this one works, and so does black. There's a black one near me.
this blue is the one to go for.
That is beautiful. Cool little hot hatch here, Hyundai i20.
i20N, they're sick.
Really, really cool. What are they like to drive, these things?
Mate, they're mega good
They're
fun.
good, yeah?
like about 200 horsepower, like
all you need.
1.6 turbo. Like, don't get me wrong, again, in a straight line, they're not built for that, but they are a load of fun in the twisties. But just an affordable hot hatch again.
Mega.
So, you know, something that someone could win, take, afford to run.
And then 2 more M cars. We've got the F80 and the
G80.
G80. Beautiful. New wraps on them too.
Yep.
And then a little Abarth. Is that a giveaway as well, or is that one of yours? Or?
Yeah, so that was like a previous Insta-Win car. That'll be up in future. Just keep rotating some of the stock.
Super cool cars they are. Love that.
Mate,
And
I love
then
them. They're great fun.
I'm not going to lie, a massive Fiat 500 fan. Like, I can't even lie. I think they get a really hard rep in this world. And I think it's a lot of macho that just hates it because it's cute.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I drove a 1.2 one of these around for about 3 months because we had one as a family vehicle and my car broke and I loved it.
Yeah.
I literally loved it. I was like, I would have this. So on the channel, like I've said, I want to get into the car dealer game. We're going to be doing a lot of Fiat 500s. That is a promise because I want to and I love them. And if we could get into a Bath eventually, that would be sick. Now, this is one of my favourite cars on the lot. I told CJ this when I turned up. Mark 1 Focus RS. Just such an iconic car to me. I'm an Essex boy, born and bred, man. So like the Ford fast forward range just bleeds through me.
So I think we're similar age, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think a Mark 1 Focus RS, this was like Fast and Furious era, Need for Speed, the Sparko seats.
Yeah,
like
the
it's
big
got-
arches, the big fat 5 wheels, the Brembos. Just when this came out, it was, and because they were like a limited run, weren't they? There's
Yeah.
not a million of them made. They were like special.
Only
if
ever
someone-
made them in this colour.
Yeah. So someone rocks up in one of these to the car parks he used to hang out in, man. You were the Donny.
Yeah.
I got to drive one of these. I fell in love with it. This would be an amazing car to own one day or win through the raffles. I do enter every time these come up. I always enter for one of these because I think I would absolutely love it. So make sure you're leaving me comments down below. What is your favourite car on this site? I love it up here. I need to have a little chat to CJ. He doesn't know I'm going to do this in a little bit because I am going to ask him if I can come up and do some stuff with them. But yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. So we're going to head in now, and I hope you've enjoyed having a little look around, click competitions, stock. It's been really fun for me to come down here, man. And okay, I've got a question for you now.
Yeah.
Out of all the cars you've got at the minute, actually take the supercars out of it, obviously, 'cause the value of them is
take
unfair.
the supercars out of it. So if I'm looking in like this little section here, out of everything that's here, what would I most likely want to take?
You can't sell it on. It's just a car to have.
Yeah. Right, so for me, I reckon it is that Saloon 8Y RS3.
It is, yeah.
Because it's that perfect combination, like it's new, low miles, they look really nice, 5-cylinder engine, 5-door.
Yep.
It's got all the room for, I'm getting old now, man. So
Yeah.
it's like,
You and me both, buddy.
fit the shop in, fit the kids in,
Yeah.
like all that
Your
stuff.
missus would be happy to drive it as well. It's one of those
Exactly,
type of
yeah.
cars, isn't
She'd drive it. Yeah, and that's it. Like they're the sort of car they just look really good out of the box. Don't need to mess about with them. So
Yeah.
I think it would be. That.
I'll tell you what mine would be. Let me have a little think. I'm going to look around. Taking the hot cars out of it, I think it would either be to win,
Yeah.
maybe the M2, because I don't
Cool.
think I'd ever buy one. So I think it'd be an
Yes, yeah.
opportunity to get into one, or
It was going to be the Mark 1. It was always going to be the Mark 1.
this is one of, if you have that list of cars that you're like, I'd love to own one of them one
Yes.
day. That's on my list of cars that I would love to own one day. I think it's perfect Barry spec out of the box,
Yeah.
where you can get away
Oh.
with it because it was from Ford like this, but it's still a bit naughty, right? It's a bit Essex, it's a bit, and I like that. I like that it's just a bit, I'll be the only thing that I would change, only thing I would change if I did get one is, and this might be controversial,
Oh,
them seats.
you changed the seat.
I tell you why I changed the seats, because I've seen how they crash and they're not very well put together. So I think what I would do, this
Yeah.
is just me dreaming,
Yeah.
I'd get a pair of Recaro CSs
Lovely.
and have them trimmed the same, but with suede
Oh.
and instead of leather, because I just think it'd be more favourable cloth and suede.
That would look amazing.
So yeah, this would be the car I would take home out of this little car park here. If I could take any of them though, it'd probably be either that yellow Lambo or that 720S, because damn, they're so nice. man.
We'll have to get you back and just you take it out for an afternoon.
I would love that. I'll tell you what I could probably
and
do.
just see
In
what you
fact,
think.
we won't talk that on camera. We'll talk that in a little bit. Let me sign out here. So I hope you all have enjoyed this little look into click competitions, how it works and how it has grown. Actually, CJ, What would you say, other than like that you said lucky with COVID and that, how would you say the best way of growth for you has been throughout this whole journey? Like where
So-
you saw the most impactful growth?
The biggest advice I guess I could give any like new business owner is that people buy from people more so than just a product. I think from day one, Click Competitions has always been very much putting ourselves in front of camera, like really trying to inject our personality, not taking ourselves too seriously with how we promote these cars and so on. So I think that is so important. So important is getting yourself out there from day one, who you are, what you're about,
Yep.
why you do this, and yeah,
Cool.
I'd say that's it.
I think that's great. And I know a lot of people also think these things are scams, and I can understand why, because it does seem too good to be true. A winner McLaren 720S for 50p or whatever, 49p, but they're real people. Like I said, I've known CJ basically my whole adult life, really.
Yes, yeah.
It sounds a bit weird, but it's amazing to see how well you're doing, dude.
Thanks, bro.
And I hope people online have enjoyed the little tour here. This, hopefully, I need to talk to CJ now, won't be the last time we're up here, but I need to talk to him about that soon. So stay tuned on the channel, plenty more content to come. I'm really excited to bring you some stuff when I'm back, because we will probably, by the time this one goes live, be entering our first ever drift competition up in Scotland in the 350Z. I'm a little bit excited for that, I can't lie. I'm really excited for that. So have a good day, people. Best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video.